Welcome back to the channel, The Average Football Fan. It's been long since we have launched this shit. And damn, we have a guest over here who's going to be here for further more matches over here. Welcome, Tanmay. How are you doing?
Hi, Tesh, I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing absolutely great over here. It's pleasure to have you over here. And today, finally, we are going to do something related to Premier League. And there will be more further videos about Premier League. So let's see. And our first thing, we're going to predict the match day 3. And we have some very important matches coming up. And let's start predicting. Tanmay, tell your first match. What are we going to predict?
Sure. So, as you know, tomorrow the first match is Man City Arsenal. One of the
Oh,
important matches, top 6 matches, as you know. Totally important match.
the typical top 6 matches, but Arsenal is
I
not
know,
doing well currently.
I know.
But
I
fine.
agree with that. Yeah. I expect something from Arsenal because, I saw the EFL Cup match. I expect something good from them. Like, they won 6-0. That's great for them. Aubameyang scored a hat trick, so. Expect something, and as you know, City always in form, new signings, everything they have.
Yeah, I mean the new signing Grealish has till now he hasn't scored, he hasn't done much, but he scored a goal against Norwich a tap
Yeah,
in. But
exactly.
let's see if Grealish
I'm
settles, and
hoping a
then
little more from him. Yeah,
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 if Grealish settles in, then let's see what happens. But being honest, Arsenal in Premier League, they haven't done much yet. They lost 2 matches. Chelsea, basically, we beat them in all aspects. And Arsenal,
totally, totally. I totally agree.
they beat a second division team. Okay, so it's fine. It's 6-0. It's
It's fine.
good,
Yeah,
but it's a Premier League, right? So
but
anything can
agreed.
happen.
I agree on that one. But it gives them at least some confidence. Like he can beat team. They need a start. They need a start, right? So maybe that is it.
Definitely. So what do you think is going to happen in the match? You tell me that.
If you ask me for predictions, I would really go for 3-1 to City.
3-1 to City.
City, yeah.
Uh,
Considering it is first of all Premier League, right?
hmm,
Secondly, most importantly, fans are back. Man City's home stadium at the end. I would go for
perfect.
3-1. And considering Arsenal's form in the Premier League, yeah, that would be my score. What do you think?
Okay. The thing is, see, Arsenal, they haven't done much great. They got beaten by Brentford, then they got thrashed by Chelsea. And that too, they're playing at Etihad. Could anything can happen? Literally anything can happen. But I'm still going to go with the highest score of Man City 3-0. And I think
Oh,
Grealish will score a goal. And
I hope that too.
If Mahrez starts, he will also have one for himself. And I guess Kevin De Bruyne also will do the job. So I guess 3 different scorers will be there, and it's going to be a 3-0. So I think
Yeah,
Arsenal is going to
even I'm
lose again.
expecting, I know, even I'm expecting Marius to score because I definitely have him in my squad this time. Definitely,
And
for sure.
let's be honest, Arteta hasn't done a great job. People are saying it's on process. But I guess they would have stick with Unai Emery. Then I guess they would have done a pretty decent job. But now Arteta is there. I think it's not going to be as easy as it is. But we'll stick
I
with
mean,
our
also
scores right now.
this season, the fans are back. At least I would have lost both the starting matches. Awesome.
Of
We
course,
have
of
done
course,
something for them, right?
of course, of
Right.
course, of course. So
So,
next
yeah,
match we have Liverpool and Chelsea, which
and
is another
and
topmost match
big
right
man,
there. And I'm a Chelsea
another
fan
man.
over here. I'm a Chelsea fan over here. I'm buzzed, okay? And it's been played in Anfield, I guess. It's been played in Anfield, I guess. Yeah, it's been played in
Yeah,
Anfield. So it's definitely tough. But I guess Tuchel is doing a
totally,
great job. We beat them in Anfield
very good.
also last season. Uh, but we have Big Rom, who's back to
I know.
Stamford Bridge.
He's back, totally. Yeah.
So, and he actually bullied Arsenal defenders over there.
Oh, very badly.
But now since Van Dijk is back, it's going to be a pretty tough match. But I will go with a score of 1-0 to Chelsea with Big Rom scoring again.
It's Anfield, right? So fans, as you know, Liverpool fans they're very deadly. They're totally
Definitely.
every fan does that, right? So also I hope Van Dijk comes back to his form again, like he was, right. I also expect Robertson to start because I saw some rumors that he's back in training and he's with the lads and everything. So I expect it to be 2-1 to Liverpool because it's their home and they've been great form. I expect Jota to score again this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty interesting because
But
uh,
but I don't know. Chelsea can do anything if they want. They can totally rip off Anfield for sure. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I mean,
I totally agree on.
I'm glad I'm hearing this.
I no, actually, like the Tuchel has done honestly a great job. He's won the UCL within less than 6 months. He's done that. Transformed the whole team. He's done everything that he had to and that he could for Chelsea. He has totally done that. All the
Mhm.
players, world class or not, he has converted them into world class players. Totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope this becomes a cracker of a match right now,
For sure.
and let's see what happens. And anything can happen. I don't know. I predicted a Chelsea win.
But I honestly, I have rated 2-1 to Liverpool, but I still expect Chelsea to do some last in the show. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they will do something
let's
for
hope.
sure.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Yeah,
Let's hope.
yeah, that's all.
So the next match we have is Aston Villa versus Brentford, the new promoted side Brentford and Aston
Yeah,
Villa, who just recently sold Grealish for 100 million, and they got Danny Ings, they got Leon Bailey, they got Buendia from Norwich. I mean, interesting attack option, but
sure.
Brentford is also doing really good. We have a player known as Ivan Toney, who has
Yeah.
scored 37 goals in the championship level. So, but he hasn't done much in the Premier League. But I expect Ivan Toney to do something in this match. But I think I'm going to go for an Aston Villa win over here. It is going to be 2-1 to Aston Villa with Danny Ings on his hot form right there, and I think he will score one. And I guess Leon Bailey also will open the score sheet. So I guess I'm going to go with 2-1 with Aston Villa. Up to you, Tanmay.
Uh, both sides have been great form. Especially, I also expect Danny Ings to score again. Like yeah, totally. The form he's been plus it's a home stadium. Aston just been right. So I go for the score of 2-2 for Danny Ings for sure on the score sheet. I expect Buendia or Bailey to score.
Okay.
Either one of them. But Dannings for sure. I need that guy to score for sure. He's in great form. Home stadium. And he scored a really, really good goal last week.
Yeah,
I
I
really
saw
expected
that.
this.
It was so
Yeah, I
stunning
didn't.
right there.
I know, totally. Yeah.
So again, what was his score? I couldn't hear it over there, I guess.
Yeah. So I have rated 2-2, where
2-2.
Danny should score and Leon Billy or Miller, one of them should score, the other one.
Great,
And
great.
even Tony to score the brace for sure. I expect that, yeah.
Yeah, that's of course, of course, of
No,
course.
I like it's Brentford. Like I didn't expect them to kill us like that, but they have done that. So nothing,
They have done it, yeah, of
nothing.
course. They have
Yeah.
actually killed Arsenal. So what are the chances in this match, right?
Oh, totally.
Definitely, definitely. I think we must see for Brentford. Brentford actually might survive. They have a chance to survive because of their attack, and their defense also looks quite good. Until now, they
I
have
even
won
like
one
the
match. They
yeah.
have
I
won
even
one
like the
match.
goalkeeper. Right, they have a match. I even like the goalkeeper. See how he places himself right at the back for his
Mhm.
defense to open up. I really like that also.
That's nice. That's nice. I mean, goalkeepers are also really good over there. I mean, let's see what are the chances. The next match we have Brighton and Everton. And
Right,
Brighton till now has won two matches. Everton has won one.
everything.
And Everton has Rafa Benitez back in the dugout. And Brighton, they're surprisingly, they're doing really well. Mope is doing really well. And let's be honest, it's going to be a really tricky match. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think I'm going to go for a draw over here. It will be a high scoring draw. I think it will go for 2-2 with of course DCL doing the job, and Brighton. I guess Neil Mope will score one, and some other player from Brighton will also score one definitely because their attack. I mean, their tactics is one of the topmost tactics. I mean, Graham Potter is doing a really great job. Let's be honest. And of course, and Everton they have the prolific scoring striker, DCL. So anything can happen, but I'll just stick it with 2-2 over here. And what's your thing, man?
So Everton and right. So yeah, totally a really good matchup. both teams are in form. It's really bright and fun in the EFL round 2-0. Right, against obviously against a Premier League 2 division team, but still they won right 2-0. So I also go for like a draw only, like a 2-all draw for this again. I expect McAllister and Moffat to score more than 2 that. And I expect one like a goal and assist from the Richarlison, playing really good on the wing.
Ah,
Mohamed
that's
has been
nice.
using him really well. Right, yeah. He's been using him like pretty well, like, And Calvert-Lewin for a diving header, please go for it. Please. I like that man in the box is doing really good. Like nobody can disagree on that. He has the maximum
Exactly.
number of touches in the box till game week 2. Right.
Perfect.
So I
That is
expected a
what
two
that is
all
good.
draw.
That's good. 2-all draw. So we both agree with something for once. That's nice.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. And next one, we'll be going for Newcastle versus Southampton. Oh my God. This match will be a hell of an interesting match. Newcastle over here, they're doing okay. Southampton, on the other hand, they drew with Man United last time. As I said, it's Premier League, man. Anything can happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to go with the Southampton win, I guess, because even though they don't have Danny Ings right now, but they have signed some new players. They're doing pretty decent also. Uh,
Totally. Yeah.
I'm just going to go to Southampton win 1-0 against Newcastle because Newcastle's defense is not that great. And Steve Bruce's tactics is also very negative, whereas the Ralph Hasenhuttl tactics is actually one good tactics. And I have a feeling James Ward-Prowse will score.
He hasn't won the final actually. He hasn't.
I think
I go. Yeah,
I think he'll
I
score.
totally agree.
Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I expect him to score a free like he's one of the great. He's great at speaking right. Like, 25 yards. He scored really good. I also expect a 2-0 win for Southampton again before the. So yeah, because see, Shea Adams has been going really well, but I expect Saint Maximin to possess so much threat on their wing backs because he's been going really good on his wing, really good, and I expect Almarion to perform really well also.
Mhm.
But Southampton's defense, like you said, going great, and yeah, 2-0 to Southampton.
That's great. That's great. I mean, so I have a 1-0 score, you have a 2-0 score.
Yeah,
That's nice. And the next match, we have Norwich versus Leicester City. Norwich, I have no clue what they're going to do in the Premier League. Let's be honest with that because they lost
yeah,
against Liverpool, they got thrashed against City, and now they're playing Leicester City, and Leicester City has been doing really well for the past few seasons. Let's be honest here. They have Brendan Rodgers as their manager, who's doing pretty well in Leicester City. And actually, if I'm going to have a controversy statement over here, but he's doing a better job than Claudio Ranieri, even though Claudio Ranieri has got a title, but
yeah.
the consistency that Brendan Rodgers has done to the team,
Has
that hasn't been done by Claudio Ranieri. But but now about the match, Leicester City versus Norwich. It is going to be a 5-0 win again. I know it's high scoring,
well, don't that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
but Vardy, well, I think Vardy might score a brace or a hat trick. And then I think Tillemans also will do a great job. And let's see how it goes. I mean, Norwich, I don't expect to score because they just lost Buendia and Timu Puki. You can't depend everything on Timu Puki. And we have seen
I
him
know, right?
in Premier League. He had a good start, but later on he was very shaky at the end. And I think this time it also is going to be the same. Timu Puki will find some form, but not against Leicester. So it's going to be fine in Leicester.
Norwich, Leicester, again, like I said, high scoring game. Ash totally agreed on that. Leicester's been great form, Brendan Rodgers, with all his tactics doing pretty well. And one thing that I want to say about the last game week, the red card that the Leicester player got.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that was a proper red card. Like it was just a follow up. Like yeah, obviously the challenge that he went for was really dangerous. Might injured in the week very badly, but not a red card because it was a follow up. Like he just wasn't that in the moment. Right? It happened. but as it goes, we have to move further. So again, I go for 3-0 Leicester. Again, Vardy a place or a hat trick, and I expect Madison to score one if he's great form or T.
That's nice.
So, but what I expect more is to Vardy to score like a hat trick because I really want a striker again.
Of course.
I really when it is forming.
Let me guess. Do you have Vardy in your FPL team?
Uh, yeah, I have a Vardy totally. Yeah, he needs to be there. He needs to be right. He needs to be there. Especially after his goal against Bulls, I have him on my team for sure.
That's nice. That's nice.
With that one small touch, he scored the goal, man. That was just amazing.
That's great. That's great. So I think both of us agreed with the Leicester win also. That's nice.
Totally, man.
Now the next match we have West Ham versus Crystal Palace over here. Crystal Palace, they have a new manager, Patrick Vieira,
Patrick Vieira.
the Arsenal legend over here, and they have a new squad. They have actually removed, the old people from the squad, and I think, let's be honest, it's going to take some time for Crystal Palace to stabilize. It's not going to start right now, and I think West Ham, they're doing a really good job. They beat Leicester last time. They beat Leicester last match, and that to 4-1. Mikel Antonio, who has done a great job. And I think West Ham will beat Crystal Palace 3-0 because Mikel at the defense, they look very strong. Rice looks really strong. And I guess Rice is injured. He might not play. I'm not sure. But if he plays,
not sure, right? Yeah.
But he will have a solid game for sure. But Mikel Antonio will do the job. Gerard Bowen will do the job. But mostly Antonio will actually do the job. It's going to be a solid 3-0. I expect a 3-0. Tanmay, what about you?
I go for a 3-1. Like you said, the one thing that we go 3-1, Crystal Palace started time to rebuild. They have a new squad, a new manager. So the players need time to settle with the new manager, his new tactics, his way of playing, the runs, the shooting, and everything. It matters, right? So I would go for a 3-1 score to I would go for a 3-1 score to West Ham again. Mikel Antonio with a praise. And if Declan Rice plays, I hope he scores, or maybe a defender, any of them. And the centre backs for West Ham, maybe they score. Because West Ham's defense has been with really good. I really like how they are playing. They've been very solid behind, like as you can see, right? So I expect either Ogbonna or Dawson, like anyone.
But let's be honest, David Moyes has done the best job till now. I mean,
yeah, totally.
David Moyes actually is one of the most underrated managers, but he didn't. I mean, as far as what he has done in other clubs like Man United, Sunderland, Real Sociedad, he hasn't. I mean, Man United, they got it from the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson, and they have shifted. I mean, then he is David Moyes. I think attacking him was kind of unfair. I mean, he needed
totally. Like they should have given some time to settle down as there. Like
he needed some time.
People, West Ham have given him time, and he has proved his worth.
He has definitely proven. I mean, let's be honest. Credit goes to David Moyes over here for West Ham, and I think he can. I think he can do better. He can do more. Let's see how it goes after the end of the season. Now it's early till the end of the
season. Right. But West Ham was a top 10 or top 15 team with David Moyes back, back in the manager. Like the way he transformed on the team and the way his players play, like it's totally a top 6 or a European team. Like for sure. They have reached the Europa League, right? So we don't know what might come next.
That's right. Anyway, now we have 3 more matches left, and now we are going to predict about Burnley versus Leeds. Leeds United over here, they have done a pretty solid job last season. They're still good in attacking. Marcelo Bielsa's tactics is one of the greatest. If not the greatest, it's one of the beautiful tactics.
Yes. Yeah.
Deadly ball, the deadly tactics right now is Marcelo Bielsa's. And now they're playing against the most defensive team, Burnley. One of the most defensive teams. They haven't been relegated for a reason because they're defensively disciplined. And they're really good in defense, but they're not strong on forward. But let me be honest, I think Leeds will have a win. Leeds will surely have a win. 2-0 to Leeds. and I think Bamford will score one, and I think Jack Harrison will also score one. Bamford, let's be honest, he has been inconsistent, but
Starting, yeah.
he
He will gain his, yeah, he will gain
he
his
does the job. He does the job, but he's
yeah,
been inconsistent at times. So I think,
right.
let's be honest, Leeds will score two, and Leeds will win 2-0. So what's your prediction, Tom?
I think Leeds, like you said, Marcelo Bielsa, man, the way he I would go for the 3-1 win for Leeds where Bamford gives 2 assists and scores one. Because Bamford has been like really good in away games. He's been getting points. Especially in away games like last season, he has the most assists in Premier League away games right now, currently. And about like let's be honest, Leeds came back into Premier League after such a long time. Bamford will bring all this like really good for them. Right. And again, Rafinha, Harrison, Rodrigo, Dallas, Eiling, they have all these great players with them. So yeah, a 3-1 win for Leeds.
That's great. That's great. So Leeds also will win. We both predicted that Leeds will
And
win.
we both for yeah, absolutely.
We're mostly predicting, who's going to win, and we both are predicting that
Yeah.
the team is going to win. Now it's going to be Tottenham versus Watford, and Tottenham has done a pretty decent job till now under Nuno Espirito Santo, and Son, as usual, is doing a great job. Harry Kane has committed his 100% to Tottenham. So I think Harry Kane will be starting this weekend against Watford. And Watford, let's be honest, they have a good player, Ismaila Sarr, and
Totally, the
they
midfield.
have a pretty good, decent defense. But I think
Right.
Tottenham might just edge past Watford because they have the superstar Kane and Son. I think one of them is going to score or assist for today. I mean, for the game against Watford. And I think it's going to be a score of 1-0 to Tottenham. What do you think, Tom?
I also believe in one to Tottenham again. Tottenham has been going really good in the Bruno. Son is performing, Bergwijn, Lucas Moura, Dele Alli is back in the squad again, playing 11. And he's been doing really well. Last time when they wanted to do Dele Alli squad, game changer, right? So yeah, and again, Samasar, another midfield player, really good for Watford. But what towards the end they need is a finisher. Like Dini has been that good recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what Watford need is a good finisher. But whereas the Spurs defense, right, it's been really good. Sergio Leon, Tangna, everyone is being really good. Sanchez, Diaz, they've been playing really good. And obviously they have the bloodthirsty keeper, Hugo
Yeah.
Lloris, right? So
Yeah.
again, one to Tottenham, and I really want Son or Kane again. Either one of them should score, and I prefer it. I'm not saying like who's better who's not, but I would really prefer Harry Kane to score. It's just giving the confidence, to play at Tottenham for one more season, right? We want to treat take it or such a good player. So yeah, that's what makes one.
1-0. Okay. Cool. And the last match, and your favorite match right there, it's going to
For
be
me, it's my favorite. Yeah.
Wolves versus Manchester United. And Wolves over here, they aren't doing great. They lost 2 matches. The manager is Bruno Lage. He had a worse record in Benfica, even though Benfica is one of the top clubs in Portugal.
Right.
And Bruno Lage hasn't done well in Benfica itself. And appointing him was the most riskiest decision till now. And till now, he hasn't done a great job. Jimenez isn't firing. Adama's finishing isn't that great also. And I don't think so. Wolves might be as threatening as before because they had Jota at that time. They had Pedro Neto also was doing well, and Jimenez was firing.
Doherty and
But,
right.
but I mean now to they're not even. I mean now there is no attacking only. There is no tactics. I don't see any tactics in Wolves to be honest. Whereas in Man United, they had a really beautiful match against Leeds. They thrashed Leeds and they had a draw against Southampton. And I think Man United, they're going to win 3-1 to Wolves. And I think Sancho might open his account and Rashford might score. And let's see the third one. I don't know who's going to score, but
Yeah.
I think someone is going to score the third goal also. Let's see.
Honestly, if he's really good, a
Man
Chelsea
United
fan
will
saying a
have
Man
to.
United will win, like yeah.
I mean,
He's really good, like Chelsea fans saying, Man United will win. That's really good, yeah. So yeah, I really hope Varane and Sancho to start like this time. Rashford, I don't think he wants that much because in this play, like I guess
He's
yesterday was his
injured.
first
He's
day in
injured.
training.
He was injured. He
Yeah,
had some.
he came back from injury. He is back in training. Like it was his first day. Like how much do you
Yeah.
expect from him, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I expect again. I expect a 3-1 win again from Manchester United. Considering like uh, Wolves haven't done that good, and Manchester has been in great form, especially Bruno Fernandes. And again, Greenwood on the score sheet for sure.
And bro,
One goal from
see,
Greenwood for sure.
there's one thing I'll tell you guys. I mean, I'll tell everyone over here. One thing, the first match day, people had kept Bruno Fernandes as his captain. And I think he
Right,
won 40 points for you guys.
like
And
34 or almost 40.
I,
Yeah,
I
40.
had Bruno Fernandes in my team, but I kept Danny Ings as my captain, thinking that he'll score bangers against Watford. But he scored one and but he lost. I mean, I lost against Watford. So I regret this decision to keep Danny Ings as my captain, but I will make sure that Bruno Fernandes will be the captain. And this is coming from a Chelsea fan over here. Bruno Fernandes
Yeah,
will be the captain.
that means a lot. Yeah. And like they're playing away, that's fine, but still, like away form has been great since last year. Like last year, they haven't lost away match. It's been a record, Manchester, since last
Yeah,
season,
I
right?
mean they have a good
So
record in aways, especially if I'm not wrong.
right, exactly. So I hope they maintain that record. I don't expect them to draw, obviously. Being a Manchester fan, like I don't expect them to draw either. Even not being just even that considering their form. I don't expect them to draw. I expect them to win 3-1. But being on the score sheet, Sancho and Brad to start. I really want them to. It's
I
been so
want Varane
long.
to start. Even
We've been waiting for that.
it's a very,
Exactly.
I
We've been
mean,
waiting.
Varane is one of the most star. He's a star player. He has done a lot for Real Madrid, and coming to the theater of dreams and playing for the theater of dreams. I mean, that's something else, right? That's of course that's a fortune,
Right.
to be honest.
Totally.
And that a player
Right.
like Varane, and that too for 42 million, and that's a steal actually. That's a really
Exactly.
big steal.
And
That's a big
with
steal.
his partner Harry Maguire, like he's been going really good. We know all his take, the advantages and disadvantages with Harry Maguire, but he's been really good towards the end. With Luke Shaw on the
Maguire,
left
let's be
flank,
honest with Maguire. He does not deserve the hate that he gets. Okay.
totally, yeah. He
But
performs. It's
he
not like he doesn't.
performs.
He sometimes, yeah, sometimes he makes mistakes. No doubt he does. He doesn't agree with
Price
that.
tag, I guess,
But
is
yeah,
making a huge issue, I guess. That's the
yeah,
problem.
totally. But yeah, totally. Like his price tag was so much that like although football were like how is it possible? But like yeah, like towards the end we have Maguire, Shaw, Saka, and Durant. If we play that on paper, that's a good team.
I'm
So
looking forward for this. I'm looking forward for
yeah,
this.
even like honestly, one important thing like since last 2 3 seasons, Man United and Wolves matches haven't been that great. They were like so dead, like 1-0, 1-1. It's not been like such a crazy match. Except the last time when they won 3-1. It was a young team. But that was different. Like with all the the current 11 players, most played 11 players. So yeah, at least it will be really good.
But I'm going to be honest over here. This might be the best Man United squad that I've ever seen because they have a pretty strong 11. They have a really good backup also, the bench squad.
Okay.
And this is a team that you got to look out for. This is the Man United team that you got to look out for. And I think
Totally.
teams will actually legit be competing for the title. That will be Man City, that will be Chelsea, and that will be Man United. And Liverpool,
Totally.
so this time will not be competing. They will be in top four comfortably. That is there.
Yeah.
But they will not be competing for the title. But I guess these three clubs are the clubs that you
Should yeah.
look for. You got to
Should look
look.
out for. Yeah.
And I think
And like
that
yeah.
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to
And
be
I guess like you said, the one major reason for Liverpool would be I guess the midfield. They don't have a like proper stable midfield like they had with Ronaldo, right? Ronaldo, Keita, and Henderson, and they can just keep the midfield there, right? So with that one basic part, I guess that would be the reason for your like not in the top three. And I agree on that. These two teams have been really on paper and in form. Both are doing really good. All these two.
That's great. That's great. And now we are in the end of the predictions. Uh, Thank you so much, Tanmay. And we will be looking.
Thanks, also Desh.
We'll be looking
Thanks a lot from
forward
my
to
side.
work with you. I mean,
Surely, man. Surely.
predictions, and we both from now on we both will be handling the channel. And let's see where it goes. And thank you so much.
Oh man, it was great to be here, man. It's great to be here.
I hope
Thanks.
you guys can share, subscribe, and share it to the world that we also love football here, and let's see where it goes. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks a lot. Tanmay, you have anything to say?
Man, it was just a great pleasure to be here. Honestly, been waiting for this for so long. I have been wanting to ask you what leads us to it, and finally got the opportunity. It feels really good.
It's a pleasure, Tanmay. It's a pleasure.
It's
Anyway,
a pleasure
thank
for me
you
also.
so much, guys. Have a great day and see you soon.
Thanks a lot, guys.